Mariana Trench, the deepest, darkest mystery of our oceans. The Mariana Trench, or the Challenger Deep, is the deepest point in the Pacific Ocean. It lies between Japan and Australia, just east of the Philippines and the south of New Guinea. It is the deepest point in any ocean on Earth, and yet it's so mysterious that no one has visited it since 1960. It has been called the last great place on Earth, and it hasn't been extensively explored because of its depth and its location in an area prone to strong currents and fierce storms. It is 6,037 meters deep, which means that if Mount Everest were plunked down there, it would still be over a mile below the surface. The Mariana Trench averages about 2,600 miles long and about 18 miles wide, with walls that reach depths of 7 to 8 miles more than 100 times every single kilometer. The Mariana Trench isn't the biggest trench on Earth, but it is still an incredible sight to behold. You might be surprised to learn that we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of our own planet's ocean. Hello friends, I am Maninder Singh and you are welcome to your own YouTube channel, Mysteriousway. Today in this video, we'll talk about the darkest mystery of Mariana Trench. Why it's so deep? The Mariana Trench is so deep because the Pacific Plate is moving away from the Eurasian Plate at a rate of about 2 centimeters per year. This process creates a subduction zone where the oceanic crust descends underneath the continental crust and into the Earth's mantle. Scientists say that there are many life forms that have not been discovered yet in this trench and hope to find a new life or previously unknown organisms down there. It is also interesting to know that it can take 6 hours for a sound wave to travel through water and hit the bottom of the trench. It has only been explored once, with manned expeditions taking place less than 20 times in total. In 1960, an unmanned US Navy bathyscaphe called Tristy reached the bottom but was unable to ascend due to safety concerns. What lives there? The Mariana Trench is the deepest point on Earth, and no human has ever been there. But we do know that it is home to some interesting creatures. At the bottom of the trench live a variety of microorganisms, including tiny shrimp-like crustaceans called amphipods. Some animals that live on the seafloor at this depth are also present in other deep-sea areas around the world. It's not clear how they find their way to these remote places, but they may be descended from ancestors who once lived near the surface but became isolated as sea levels rose over time. Creatures living closer to the surface tend to migrate up during the day and down during the night, probably in search of food. The challenges facing our underwater explorers. The challenges facing underwater explorers are daunting. They have to be able to withstand extreme pressure. Divers must carry their own air supply and have a way of communicating within the outside world. The dive is just over 2 miles deep, that is 6.5 kilometers. So it takes 2 hours for sound waves to travel back up to the surface. Communication can take as long as 30 minutes. Most divers can only stay at the depth of 20 minutes before they need to return to the surface, which adds an extra challenge in getting help in case of an emergency or if something goes wrong on the expedition. Behind the scenes look at the expedition. On November 23, 2001, the world watched as James Cameron descended 10.9 miles to the bottom of Mariana Trench, the deepest point in any ocean. His mission was to collect samples and film footage for a documentary about life in the deep ocean. In addition to scientific equipment such as a submersible and robotic arms, he also brought along a 3D camera system to record footage that no human has ever seen before. What he found on the floor of this remote and unexplored trench is both mesmerizing and terrifying. Despite being one of the most alien environments we have ever discovered, it's shocking how much we can relate to it. What we could find down there. In 1960, the Swiss scientist Jacques Piccard and the US Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh dove 11 miles down into the deepest point in the Earth's oceans. They were only able to spend 20 minutes at this depth before they had to resurface due to a problem with their life support systems. In 2012, James Cameron descended nearly 7 miles into Mariana Trench in a one-man submarine. His time at these depths was much longer than Picard and Walsh. He discovered that there is still so much we don't know about our ocean floors. At the bottom of the trench, he observed a thick layer of methane ice called hydrate on top of the rocks and silt. We still don't know how old this ice is or how it got there. Scientists believe that as the temperatures rise in future, more methane could be released from this hydrate layer, which would increase global warming. Mariana Trench is full of mystery. We have only discovered 5% of our oceans and the rest remains a mystery. And probably we won't discover it anytime soon. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, then please like, share and comment. Also subscribe to our channel for further updates. Bye bye. Take care and peace out.